What if the secret to adding vibrant decades to your life isn't about what you put into your body, but actually about when you simply stop? Today, we are unlocking the biological codes hidden inside you right now. Ancient mechanisms that can literally reverse cellular aging. For decades, we've been told that aging is a steady, unavoidable decline. We assume that losing energy, feeling stiff, and struggling with brain fog are just the price of admission for getting older. But what if that isn't true? What if your body has a hidden repair mode that you've accidentally switched off? This isn't about chasing a fountain of youth. It is about looking at the healthiest people on the planet, the centenarians of Okinawa, Japan, and realizing they know something we don't. While we are often managing symptoms, they are living with a type of vitality that seems to defy the calendar. They have cleaner arteries, lower rates of disease, and an energy that lasts well into their 90s. You might be thinking, that sounds wonderful, but my body is different, and I've tried everything. I hear you. It's easy to feel skeptical when we're bombarded with the latest superfood fads every other week. But what we're exploring today isn't a trend. It's Nobel Prize-winning science. We are going to walk through 5 specific strategies, not generic advice like eat your veggies, but precise, tactical adjustments to how and when you eat. These are the secrets that unlock that same cellular repair engine the Okinawans use. From a specific morning ritual that acts as an ignition key to a counterintuitive rule about when to put down your fork, we are building up to our game-changing revelation number 1, a strategy that completely flips the script on modern aging. You need to stick around for that final reveal, because without it, the other habits won't reach their full potential. But first, a quick welcome to our community. If you're ready to take control of your health, hit that subscribe button and join thousands of us on this journey. Just a quick important reminder. All the information shared today is for educational purposes. Everyone's health situation is unique. So please consult your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet, exercise, or health regimen, especially if you have pre-existing conditions or are on medication. Let's use this knowledge to have informed discussions with them. Now, let's unlock your body's hidden potential, starting with our foundational strategy. Insight number 5, the Vibrant Plate Protocol. We begin with the fuel itself. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to have a steady, slow-burning energy all day, while others crash and burn by noon? The answer often lies in the specific chemical signals their food is sending to their cells. For many of us in the West, our healthy diet still relies heavily on foods that spike our blood sugar, even things like white rice or certain breads. The challenge here is that when your insulin spikes, it essentially shuts down your body as a repair mod. It tells your body, store fat, grow, rather than clean up, repair. This is a major hurdle for seniors because our insulin sensitivity naturally decreases as we age. However, the centenarians of Okinawa figured out a workaround that is delicious and deeply protective. They don't rely on the white rice that is so common in mainland Japan. Instead, their staple, the foundation of their vibrant plot, is the purple sweet potato. To truly grasp how this works, let's use an analogy. Imagine your body as a high-performance furnace in a home. If you throw dry pine needles, simple carbs, into it, you get a massive, dangerous flare-up of heat that burns out in seconds, leaving the house cold again. This is the blood sugar spike. But when you eat complex, nutrient-dense foods like the purple sweet potato, it's like putting a dense, slow-burning oak log into the fire. It provides a steady, consistent warmth for hours without the dangerous flare-ups. This particular vegetable is packed with anthocyanins, powerful antioxidants that aid in cellular cleanup. And it's not just the potatoes, it's the addition of bitter melon and tofu. These foods have a low glycemic impact, meaning they keep your insulin quiet. Therefore, by swapping out the pine needles for the oak logs, choosing vibrant, colorful, fiber-rich vegetables over white starches, you create the metabolic peace required for your body to start fixing itself. Now, if you can't find purple sweet potatoes at your local market, don't worry. The principle here is to choose colorful, fiber-rich root vegetables and greens that provide that steady energy release. Insight number 4, the protective sip habit. Now that we've looked at the food on your plate, we need to address what is, say, in your cup. This next strategy is often overlooked, yet it acts as a silent guardian for your cells throughout the day. The reality many of us face is that our cells are constantly under attack from oxidative stress, essentially biological rusting caused by breathing, moving, and digesting. Over decades, this rust accumulates, leading to the aches and pains we associate with aging. However, there is a way to constantly lubricate and protect your system against this rust. It's not a pill, it's a tea. But not just any tea. We're talking about the specific ritual of sipping jasmine or green tea, rich in polyphenols. Think of it this way. Imagine your cells are like the pristine metal of a classic car. If you leave that car out in the rain and sun without protection, it will eventually corrode. But the polyphenols in green tea act like a high-quality wax coating. They don't stop the rain, but they provide a barrier that prevents the rust from taking hold. Every sip you take is like applying another layer of that protective wax. Therefore, this protective sip habit isn't just about hydration, it's about marinating your cells in a protective shield. The Okinawans sip this tea all day long. It also serves a double purpose. The act of sipping hot tea slows you down, helps with digestion, and naturally curbs the desire to snack on processed foods. It's a simple, elegant habit that yields massive long-term results. Of course, if you are sensitive to caffeine, you can opt for decaffeinated green tea or herbal blends that still offer antioxidant benefits without the jitters. Listen to your body's tolerance. Insight number 3. The gentle awakening ritual. Moving through our day, we arrive at a critical juncture. The very first thing you do when you wake up. This brings us to insight number 3. Most of us have been trained to believe we must eat a heavy breakfast immediately upon rising to jumpstart our metabolism. The dilemma here is that after a night of rest, your digestive system is in a delicate state. Slamming it with bacon, eggs, and toast immediately is like waking up a sleeping person by dumping a bucket of ice water on them. It creates stress and inflammation. However, Dr. Shigeki Hinohara, the legendary Japanese physician who lived to one, championed a different approach. A gentle awakening. Here is the analogy. Think of your digestive system in the morning, like a car engine on a freezing cold winter morning. You wouldn't turn the key and immediately stomp on the gas pedal to hit 60 miles per hour. You'd blow a gasket. You need to let the engine idle and warm up the oil first. But, by using Dr. Hinohara's method, you gently warm up the system. His protocol was simple yet profound. He would start his day with a fresh vegetable juice, often carrot or apple, mixed with a tablespoon of olive oil. Why? The oil. The oil acts as a buffer. It slows down the absorption of any natural sugars in the juice, preventing that insulin spike we talked about earlier. Therefore, this ritual provides essential nutrients to wake up your brain and body. But it does so gently, allowing your digestive engine to come up to temperature smoothly. Crucially, he would wait 20 minutes after this drink before consuming anything solid. This brief pause is the idle time that prepares your gut for the day ahead, ensuring you absorb nutrients efficiently without the stress. If you have specific dietary restrictions or issues with fruit juice, consult your doctor. You can often modify this with a green vegetable smoothie or even warm water with lemon to achieve a similar gentle start. Insight number 2. The golden stop signal. We are getting closer to the core secrets now. This next strategy, insight number 2, is perhaps the most famous, yet the most frequently misunderstood. It challenges the very American notion of a clean plate club. The difficulty is that our modern environment is designed to make us overeat. Portion sizes are huge, and we are taught that feeling full is the goal. But biologically, once you feel stuffed, you have already gone too far. You have overwhelmed your digestive workers. However, the concept of Hara Hachi Bu offers a powerful solution. This Confucian teaching translates to eat until you are 8 parts full. Let's use a household metaphor to make this stick. Imagine your stomach is a washing machine. If you stuff that machine 100% full of clothes, right to the brim, what happens? The water can't circulate. The soap doesn't reach the fabrics. The machine shakes, overheats, and eventually breaks down. But if you fill it only to 80%, there is room for the water to swish around. The clothes get cleaner, and the machine runs smoothly and quietly for years. Therefore, the golden stop signal is about leaving that 20% of empty space in your stomach. The washing machine to allow for proper digestion. It prevents the metabolic traffic jam that leads to fatigue and accelerated aging. By stopping when you are no longer hungry, rather than when you are full, you save your body an immense amount of energy. That energy, instead of being wasted on digesting a massive meal, can now be redirected toward healing your joints, sharpening your brain, and repairing your heart. Revelation number 1. The Nocturnal Restoration Secret. And now, we arrive at the most critical discovery of all. This is the game-changing revelation number 1. It ties everything else together. If you master the food, the tea, and the portion sizes, but you miss this, you are missing the master switch. The fundamental hurdle with modern life is that we are constantly in a fed state. We eat from the moment we wake up until we snack before bed. This means our bodies are perpetually in growth and processing mode. However, Dr. Yoshinori Osumi won a Nobel Prize for discovering that our cells have a built-in cleaning crew called autophagy. These are microscopic janitors that devour damaged cells, recycle waste, and fight aging. But here is the catch. These janitors do not work when there is food in your system. They only clock in for their shift when you have been fasting for a specific amount of time. To visualize this, imagine an office building. The cleaning crew cannot come in and do a deep clean, shampooing the carpets, fixing the lights. If the office workers are still there, sitting at their desks working, the building needs to be empty. But when you stop eating early, say by 6 o'clock or 7 p.m., and you don't eat again until the next morning, giving yourself a 12 to 16-hour window, you essentially clear the office. Therefore, this nocturnal restoration isn't about starving. It's about scheduling. By finishing your last meal early and going to bed with a slightly empty stomach, you are signing the time card for your cellular janitors. While you sleep, they go to work. They scrub out the amyloid plaques in the brain, linked to memory loss. They repair the lining of your gut, and they burn off visceral fat. This is the ultimate secret. The magic doesn't happen when you eat. It happens when you don't. By extending that overnight break, you are literally allowing your body to renew itself night after night. As with any fasting protocol, start slowly. Maybe you begin with 12 hours. If you finish dinner at 7 p.m., don't eat until 7 a.m. Listen to your body and consult your doctor, especially if you have blood sugar concerns. And there you have it, our game-changing revelation number 1. It might seem simple, just changing the clock on your dinner, but as we've explored, the impact it has on your cellular longevity is profound. It's the difference between a body that is constantly struggling to keep up and a body that is constantly renewing itself. So, we've covered a lot of ground today. We started with a vibrant plate of purple sweet potatoes, moved to the protective sip of green tea, discussed the gentle awakening morning routine, mastered the golden stop of 80% fullness, and finally unlocked the nocturnal restoration of the fasting window. Each one is a stepping stone to a more vibrant, healthier you. But there is one final, unwritten secret that Dr. Suzuki observed in all his centenarians. It wasn't just diet, it was ikigai, a reason for being. The people who lived the longest didn't just obsess over health. They had a purpose. They had a garden to tend, a grandchild to teach, or a community to serve. Your body needs a biological reason to repair itself, but your spirit needs a reason to be here. Which of these insights, perhaps it was our foundational golden stop signal, or maybe the nocturnal restoration, resonated with you the most? Which one are you thinking of trying first? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Please share them in the comments below. If you found this journey through these health discoveries valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps others find our community. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more powerful strategies tailored for our fantastic group of healthy seniors. Until next time, stay healthy, stay curious, and keep thriving.